Lake Basin, including impossible travel due to those whiteout conditions, significant snow accumulations, and significant drifting, as well as potential for some heavy snow load concerns with the heavy wet snow over 1 foot. And this is mainly for buildings and snow removal activities. And with this event potentially being on the longer duration side, i.e. Greater than 1 day, we could have some residual lingering impacts getting into the Thursday and Friday timeframe to account for recovery time. We still have some uncertainty even this close to the event, mainly with the southern and eastern extent of winter impacts. And we can actually see that highlighted within the map, this the pink area that's highlighted. This is generally where we are anticipating the rain snow line to be. However, we still have some questions as to where the rain and snow line is going to reside over the most. It will shift a little bit, particularly within this area as this event continues on. If we have a scenario where the rain snow line is shifted further to the west, that means this area will see lesser impacts, more rain, and less winter impacts. However, on the opposite spectrum, if it rain snow line typically, or if it starts to stay on the eastern side of this area, then we're going to see more winter impacts in these areas. And additionally, there is still remains uncertainty in the end time of winter impacts. There's some variation in how long snow and the gusty winds will linger within certain areas of, or the majority of our area. And so that's making it kind of difficult to say when we're going to start seeing lesser winter impacts. One thing that we are anticipating, however, is that after the initial surge of precipitation that comes through today, we are expecting a brief lull in snowfall and the stronger winds, mainly for tomorrow over the majority of our CWA, before we actually start to see additional snowfall and windy conditions potentially get back into our CWA for Thursday. And again, we still don't know how this precipitation is going to impact river levels. We are pretty confident that there will be some impact, but to what degree and the location of impacts and to the river rises associated with this precipitation, that still remains in question. There was a few adjustments to some headlines and products issued from the overnight hours from yesterday. Probably the more notable one would be the issuance of blizzard warnings within the western Red River Valley, including Grand Forks County and up to Pembina County, as well as into Steele and Griggs County. And this is mainly driven by confidence that at least the western portions of the counties will see majority of all snow, even if we start to see that solution where rain snow lines a little bit further to the west. Still, portions of these counties are likely going to still remain as all snow and therefore see those higher end winter impacts. Other notable areas would be the counties that are sort of on the edge of where this the blizzard warnings are, as well as into northwest Minnesota. We've switched those from a winter storm watch to winter weather advisory. And within the winter weather advisory, this is again kind of dependent on where that rain snow line is going to reside and how long one location will see snow for an extended period of time, particularly today. And that's to say, variable accumulations and winter impacts are expected within the winter weather advisory. And there is still uncertainty, again, with that rain snow line from today into tonight. In addition to uncertainty that exists with the strength of wind speed, that will only compound to the impacts within these particular areas. So there is potential if we start to see that rain snow line set up a little bit further east, and locations that are currently under winter weather advisory start to see more of that long duration snow. There is that potential that there could be an upgrade to warning as confidence grows to the higher winter impacts. Timing out the precipitation, we're starting to see precipitation enter the southeastern North Dakota, as you can see, where precipitation is ongoing. And we'll take a peek at where it is rain and where it is snow currently. And then as we start to get into the Devil's Lake Basin, as well as into the central Red River Valley, and then portions of west central Minnesota, it's around that midday, around noon is when we'll start to see precipitation begin here. And then going further north into the early afternoon hours, the rest of Devil's Lake Basin to the Northern Valley and portions in northwest Minnesota. And then later this evening towards Lake of the Woods area. So with that in mind, we will take a peek at the current radar. This is doing a decent job at explaining where current rain snow line is. So far, it's through down towards Dickey County and through Lemoore and into portions of Sargent County, bisecting Cass County, and into Trail County. And essentially, there's still going to be some movement of the rain snow line. So this is not to say that where we're seeing the current rain snow line is where it's going to be throughout this entire event. So this starts to, there's a general expectation for this rain snow line to move a bit to the north, particularly for the Southern Valley, where they should stay mostly as rain. But again, as we start getting precipitation to start later this afternoon, it'll really make or break impacts as to where exactly that rain snow line will set up, particularly within the Red River Valley and into northwest Minnesota.